I would like you to close out of the suppliers window if you're still in there, and we're going to the next step, which is step 10 in your instructions manual, handout 1. Here we are going to create client accounts. Okay, so we have 3 clients that we deal with regularly, and we're going to create accounts for them in Sage. We will also be dealing with one-time clients, walk-in clients periodically, and we will just enter information as required for those. But these we deal with very frequently, and so it's worth taking the time to put in their information into our system. So for this, I want you to go to the receivables module in Sage 50. I want you to click clients, and I want you to go in there. It looks very similar to your the last window we were in when we were creating suppliers, exactly the same. I want you to click create, and this takes you into the receivables ledger where we'll be able to create our client accounts. The first client we're going to put in is Crime Solvers. Our contact person is Major Cynic. The street address for this client is 45 Whodunit. Court, and the default address is Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And I want you to put in the text code T1E 63. The phone number is 780-591-7722. The fax, and just tap through and it will be tidied up. The fax number is 780-591-9112. We have been given an email address, the_major@crimesend.com. We've been given a website, crimesend.com. So that's www.crimesend.com. We have not been given a salesperson. We would have this if we've entered salespeople, then we'll be able to look for and find our salesperson in a drop-down menu. But we haven't entered a list of salespeople in our Sage 50, so we won't have anything there. They have been our client since 1 January 2005. I want you to go to options, and I want you to put a linked revenue account, and that is 4020. So in our dealings with this client, when they pay us, payments are linked to the revenue account, revenue from services, account 4020. And that's all. I want us to go and create another. Our next client is Noya Wedding Party. Noya Wedding Party. And our contact person, so under address tab, is Paranoia. Street address 110 Pisces. Street. It is in Edmonton, Alberta. Our text postal code is T. A1, and just tap that through. Phone number 780 591 fax 780-592-1, and just tap that through. Email pnoya@interface.ca. interface.ca. They have been our customers since 2007. September. Alright. I want you to go to options and we'll link the revenue account to 4020. So 4020 or revenue from services. I want you to create another. Our last client is Stella Book Club. Stella Book Club. Our contact person, in fact that's the name of our client, so we're going to put it up there, paste, and our contact person is Clairvoyant. Address and this is not in Edmonton, so we'll remove the default. Ingersoll. It is in Alberta, Canada. The postcode is T3H73. T3H73, and just tap that through. Phone number 780-762-6712. Step that through. I want you to, this client has been our client since 2006. And we have a website for them. The website is www.goodbooks.com. Make sure that we link a revenue account to 4020. So 4020 revenue from services. Very good. Save and close. Now we're going to enter historical supply invoices and payments. So to do this, we look in our instruction manual and I see it's only Stella Book Club that we have a transaction that is incomplete. Otherwise, the other one clients, no doubt we have had transactions with them in the past. We just don't have any incomplete transactions as we are moving from paper accounting to Sage 50. So Stella Book Club, we go in there and we go under historical, and we look and we see that there is an invoice and a check. So we'll start with the invoice number 108. The date for that transaction was 22 June. So just navigate back in your calendar, 22 June 2016. The terms are 2% if paid within 5 days, otherwise the net is June 15, and the amount on the invoice is 1500. Record and close. We have made a payment towards they have made a payment towards this amount on the 23rd of June. However, it was just a partial payment. They did not pay in full, so you have to be careful here, because Sage will be tempted to put the to give a discount of 2%, because the dates are just a day apart, 22 and then 23 there was a payment. So you have to make sure that you don't select discount taken. So don't take the discount, otherwise you'll have an error in your accounting. The reason why they don't qualify for the discount is because they have not paid in full. They're just paying $500 when they're owing $1,500. So they do not they do not qualify to get a discount. So the check number is 212, and they paid this on the 23rd of June. Right, and so you see it was paying against. So already Sage has populated the invoice details in there for you. So obviously this check number was written to pay the invoice, which had an amount of 1,500. I want you to go and just select amount paid and put 500 in there, and then I want you to tap through. So record a payment of 500, and then I want you to close. So at the end the balance owing is 1,000. So that is well done if you've got 1,000. And then once you've done that, I want you to close out of this, and then I want you to print a client aged report. So just go into reports, go client aged, and then make sure that all select all is clicked so that you have everything highlighted in blue. And they want detail, I think detail, so I want you to go select detail and then say okay. And then I want you to just use your snipping tool to copy that supplier age report and save it in your folder. So of course put your name in the beginning and just say client aged report, and this is for 1 July 2016. Save and just close, and close out of there and close out of there. So you're back to your home page. Now we've come to the end of putting our historical suppliers and transactions, and so I want us to check data integrity. So to check data integrity, I want you to go to maintenance, check data integrity, and so it says data is okay. So it means that I've put in my historical transactions correctly and everything is fine. My books are balancing. So this is what you want to get. If you've got an anomaly and it doesn't tell you in your integrity summary that your data is okay, then you will have to troubleshoot that. Otherwise you won't be able to close the historical portion of Sage 50, and that is not ideal. Now we are on step 12. Back up your files in your data folder. So what we're going to do is we're going to go file, backup, and then I want you to just browse to your flash drive where we're working out of into that folder. Mine is eCampus CG Wedding Planning Services. Yours will probably be named CG Wedding Planning Services. So if you click into there, it will give you two folders. One is written CG Wedding Planning Services, Myra Kandemiri SAG right at the end there. So that's the one you want. You just want to select over it right there and just say okay. So it's going to put a backup in there. To double check that I'm actually in my flash drive. I may not be in my flash drive. Computer. Alright, there I am. Make sure you navigate to the correct place, your flash drive, and then you've got that one there. Mine is has the ending Myra Kandemiri SAG. That's the one you want to select over, and you want to say okay, and so the backup we will put right into that folder and say okay. I'll say okay once they say the backup is complete. Now that I've backed up my file, I want to finish entering history. So to do that, I want you to go to the history tab in your main menu and just say finish entering history, and it will give you a warning. You are about to finish entering history. This action cannot be reversed. Make a backup of your company files before proceeding. And that's fine, I've already backed it up, so I'll just say proceed. And so you'll see now those ink pens have disappeared right in the chart of accounts, suppliers and clients. So now it means that I can no longer add historical transactions against any of the suppliers or clients that I have, because I've closed I've ended the historical mode of my company in Sage. Well done. We've come to the end of the first section of your Sage 50 project, and in the next video I will be introducing the transactions and taking you through putting them into your journal in Sage 50.